brother. What's up?
This is a groovy party, man.
Yeah,
I
brother,
can dig
like
it.
solid. Right on.
Hey, man, what's your name? Everything is everything. Get down today, boy.
Mother, there's too many of you crying.
Hello, I want to welcome you to Kicking It with Keith. This is show number 47, and I tell you, we're finna uplift the Lord's name today. We have a very, very good guest, a local celebrity, I will call him, because I'm sure after you see this show, everybody's going to want to come up to him and just talk to him and ask him all kinds of things, because it's all in the name of Jesus Christ. Before I get anything started, I'd like to give all praises to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without him, none of this is possible. I want to thank him for today because it's a beautiful day outside in Lompoc, California. I want to welcome all my audience from the 10 cities that Kicking It with Keith is shown in. I tell you, I really appreciate all your emails and your to identify me out there in the communities and stuff. I don't even know who watches the show, but I tell you, when you come up, it's just definitely a good feeling. So I want to tell you thank you for watching Kicking It with Keith. As customary, we always like to tell you it's a new year, but by the time you see this show, it'll be 4 months down the line, so it'll be almost summertime. So today is kind of like summer today, so I just wanted to let you know that some of the things we say might be a little outdated, but hey, it'll catch up with you. As customary, like I said, we always get some show business out the way. And first of all, we'll do our vocabulary words for the day. And our vocabulary words for the day is music, because we will be interacting today with a local musician, artist, whatever he would like to call himself. We'll be able to let him introduce that to you today, what he likes to be called. But music is one of our vocabulary words. Generation, I wanted to show the type of music that's going to be displayed today versus other generations of music, and how it affects our generations today, and how young people think, middle-aged people think, and because of the cross cultures and just the way people see things, they identify what they see, but sometimes everything doesn't appear what it seems, so you have to maybe sit back and look into the message. So don't judge the book by its cover. You must open up the book and check out the chapters. The effect of music has on people today, and the effect that music has on people today. Those are two words, effect and effect. And our community, how music transcends our communities. It tells a lot about our communities. People usually sing from their souls and about where they come from and the journey that they've taken to get to that particular situation that they're in. So music plays a big part in our communities. It comes in our communities, it hits the young people, the old people, and there's so much types of music and so many messages that's out there for us that they listen to, and some are good, some are bad. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about today, about our communities and how things reach our communities. So that's one of the words that's really important. And then hopefully today, when I interact with our guests, we'll be able to talk about things in the communities, where he grew up and how things affect his community, and how his music is really popular in his community. Music artist, he's an artist, so we're going to be able to talk about how he got into the art of music and what motivates him and things of that nature. His style of music is another vocabulary word, the type of style that he has versus what other artists are doing out there. And I guess it's a different type of art form, so I'm going to let my guests be able to tell you about all those things. Hopefully I can take those vocabulary words and interchange them and make us to have a nice show. Here at Kicking It with Keith, we try to sit back, have fun, get your favorite beverage, kick back, because we got some clips for you today, some videos and things of that nature, and we'll get to those in a few minutes. I'm going to get to my heroes. First of all, my first hero is Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Cesar Chavez, Jim Brown, and my Aunt Vivian and my mom Gladys Azaline are my heroes. I tell you, those ladies, they really, really shaped me for who I am today. So I wanted to give them a special thanks for all the gifts that they instilled in me, to give me the confidence and the ability to have confidence in myself and be able to be strong and stand up for what you believe in and get involved in your communities and network with people and bring your community together and bring people by the way you want to interact with them. So you have to always be a positive influence in your community if you possibly can. So I've been able to own my own business in the city of Santa Barbara for 29 years, and that's a blessing on the west side side of Santa Barbara, and so that's really, I've seen this community change too as well. So as of right now, I'm the longest running businessman on the west side of Santa Barbara. So that's really, really important. So if you put your mind to anything, you can make it happen. So we all must support our communities and support the things that's in our communities. And I wanted to just, give a special shout out to my mom and my Aunt Vivian, because they were very instrumental in helping me achieve my goals. And so I hope they rest in peace, which I know they will be. They're with the Lord, and I just wanted to dedicate, this little time to them to let them know that I'm doing all the things that they taught me. So God bless your souls. This is Black History Month. And I want everybody to acknowledge that, hey, the contributions that Black people have made to our communities and our world. This year we have a movie coming out called Red Tails. It's featuring the Tuskegee Airmen. They're fighters. I think it's like, let me get this here. It's on the Ebony magazine here. And so go check that out, because these airmen were very instrumental in World War II, if I'm understanding right, and to give us our freedoms that we have today. So this story was untold. It wouldn't get to Hollywood, but they finally got it there. So I suggest you go see it, get some culture, get some history, get some knowledge, and don't believe the hype all the time. You just remember that, hey, everybody contributes to this world. I wanted to give my condolences. We lost a pioneer in the music industry, Etta James. Joe Paterno, he passed away a couple of days ago. And Walter Gaines, one of the original members of the Originals, he passed away. I'd like to give a shout out to all my homeboys that I miss so much, that I grew up with: Norris Benson, Vincent Marshall, Daryl Scott, Jeffree Star, Gregory Colbert, and Anthony Hicks. All young men's lives were taken really, really young, and hopefully we might get a chance to talk about that a little bit with my guests, about going back to the community, how there's gang violence in the community, how there's drugs in our community, and all kinds of violence. So hopefully we can touch on that a little bit. But my friend's life was cut too short, but hey, they resting in peace, and so I always like to give them a shout out. Also, Tony Gilbert of Santa Barbara and Michael Hoover, my homeboys from Santa Barbara. I also want to give some condolences out to the kicker of the Ravens. He missed the final field goal, and I know it's really, really tough when you miss a play like that and your team's counting on you to make it. And I know he's having a tough time, but that's the nature of the business of sports. You win some, you lose some, but I hope his team rallies around him and realizes it's not just one play that makes the game. Maybe if he wouldn't have been put in that position, then hey, he wouldn't have missed the field goal. So it's a team effort. So I hope he can rebound for that. And then of course, you see I got my 49er football up there. My boy, he fumbled the ball twice, and golly, boy, just a nightmare. But they didn't get to make it to the Super Bowl, but that's the nature of that business too. So I hope his teammates rally around him. But if those two young men have any type of spirituality, they'll make it through this, because you have to have faith in the Lord. When you have adversity, then you have to really lean on him. So I'm wishing that the Lord put his blessings on them, because I know it's going to be tough times, but hopefully they can work really hard and come back next year and redeem themselves. I'll give my shout outs, and then we'll go to a clip. So I want to give a shout out to my wife, my grandson AJ, to my daughters Amelia and Deidre. I'll keep praying for you, that you guys continually have good success and positive things going through your mind. And my son-in-law Jerome, my homeboy Reginald Burns, and Deidre, his wife. He had a birthday January 8th, so I wanted to give him a shout out. And hopefully I'll tell you one of the stories, or maybe I'll do a video of my garage and show you how I learned something from Reggie Burns, what we did with black light posters and black lights. It's kind of cool. We like to take kids in my garage and show them the black lights they like. To the crew here at TAP TV and Santa Barbara channels, thank you for all your help. Kenny and Nezzy Person, Waddell Finney from Hawaii, I hope you have a speedy recovery. He's a good man. I need you to tour me some more in Hawaii so you get well, Waddell. My homeboy Nate Finney, his nephew, and all my homegirls back in the hood, which is the neighborhood in LA, Carson, California. Nedra and the girls, hey, stay up. Barbara Jackson, Linda Boyd, y'all stay up. Ned DeVoyd, y'all stay up. Hey, and Madeline, Irby, y'all just stay up. Y'all some cold girls. I know some girls that, hey, if I had to be in a fight, I'd pick them before I pick some of my homeboys because them girls was tough. So, hey, but they're some sweet ladies, and I wanted to give them a shout out. And hey, I think I got a few more shout outs, and we'll get to my auntie Faye and Shirley in Chicago. Auntie Faye just turned 89. Oh man, what a blessing. And Shirley had a birthday in December, and I don't know how old she is, but I hope they don't mind me telling their age. But what a blessing to live that long. The Lord only guarantees you 70, so anything after 70, you on borrowed time. So hey, they're in good health, and hopefully we can get back there to see them soon. I wanted to give a shout out to my sister-in-law Pam's grandson. He just turned 6. And my wife, she just found out that she's related to one of the original Tuskegee Airmen. So that's really, really exciting in her family right now. They're all jazzed about that they found out they were related to one of them. To the Lompoc football team who won the CIF championship, I apologize I didn't get to you the last couple shows, but hey, you know, I'm old and I forgot, but hey, I got you on now, and that's the main thing. So it's all good. Everything I do is from the heart. You know, hey, and that's the way I deal with it. To my homegirl Linda Bluing in Riverside, Shirley in Atlanta, your CDs, your DVDs are on the way. I apologize, but hey, I'm gonna send you this DVD so you know my heart's in the right place. And my homeboy John Banks in Santa Barbara, California, Happy New Year's to you, and I'll see you soon. All right, without any further ado here, I'd like to know if I could get this first clip before I get to my guest, and you guys enjoy this clip, and I'll come back and introduce my guest. All right, we just take a little break here.
I can't deny it, I'm a Lordsider. Do you wanna claim with me? Banging for the Lord JC, putting it down for the G.O.D. I can't deny it, deny it, deny it, deny it, deny it, deny it.
Hey, what's happening? Give it homeboy. This is Lordside G. Putting it down for JC. Puro Jesucristo quema más. Seeing everybody on every town, homeboy. Sureños. We got Lordside riders. Norteños. See, cause God's got a game. From the east side to the west side. But we putting it down Lordside. Putting it down. Watch out. Straight out the barrio, it's just straight out the hood. I'm a Lordside gangster and it's all to the good. Even though the dissing test me, I still stay true to this Lordside of steel like I did with the blue. Vatos hit me up, but God's got my back. I'd rather blast you with the word, homeboy, than pull out a gat. Now you can take this as you want, homeboy, it's all up to you. We can get them up or squash it, I'd rather kick it with you. Recognize God has a plan, and all you have to do is open up your heart and mind. Ain't no limit what God can do. I would pray 7 nights and I would fast 7 days. Do whatever it takes, homeboy, to get you saved. Lordside gangsta. Lordside gangsta. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lordside G's. Lordside gangsta. Lordside gangsta. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lordside G's. Call me the gangster of love, a G that's been bought by the blood, a vato that's down for the Lord and putting it down for his son. See, I'm a Lordside gangster, a safe thug, and anytime the enemy steps on, I tell him the battle's been won. See, heaven's real, homie, and I am too. Didn't you know that Jesucristo gave his life for you? Even though you say your homies would die for you, claiming and banging for they body down to ride with you. El diablo mentiroso, he just lies to you. Because without the Lord I'd be torcido and lost too. There's only one true homie down by your side, and that's Christ. And that's the reason why I'm banging Lordside for life. Lordside gangsta, Lordside gangsta. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lordside G's. don't you know me? I fear no man, and I've got God's angels all around me. And to my homegirls, this one's for you. Cause you're down with Cristo, Lordside too. Straight shining like a pearl, down as highness in the world, forever remaining the true Lordside girl. If you make it to heaven, homies, that's where you find me. Sincerely and eternally yours, the Lordside G.
There's a man with a plan to changing you, that other man, and he's a gangster. He's a Lordside G. Lordside gangster, Lordside gangster. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lordside G. Lordside gangster, Lordside gangster. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lordside G.
All right, welcome back. Hey, that was the Lordside Gangster. My guest today is the Lordside G from Santa Barbara, California. Welcome to Kicking It with Keith, sir.
Right on,
All right, I hope you people out there enjoyed that first clip there. That's just the first of two more to come. And I'll let Mr. G, can I call you Mr. G? What would you prefer?
G.
Just Lordside G. I want to make sure I address the young man properly, so because that's what his title is. I was just thinking about Lordside G, and I think about some of the original gangster rappers like Ice Cube and 50 Cent. Hopefully he can elaborate, and maybe he gained some inspiration from some of them. Some of the heroes that I had is MWA. They were able to be very instrumental in my understanding of the rap game, and hopefully I can get to talk to Mr. Lordside G on that. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to my dance class in Santa Barbara and to all the doctors and nurses at UCLA for healing me. I wanted to give them a shout out. I apologize for missing you, but I got you back in. All right, so we're gonna get to my guest, Mr. Lordside G. I want to welcome you to Kicking It with Keith, and I want you to sit back and relax because I'd like to talk to you about a lot of different things about the industry that you're in. Hopefully you can explain to us a little bit about the industry, where you're gonna be going in the industry, what's your goals, what new music you got coming out, what's on the horizon, what's in the back of you, what's in the front of you, and so we're just gonna kick it and have a good time, all right?
Right on.
Okay, cool. Well, first of all, I'd like for you to just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll just have a conversation and go from there, okay?
Well, I mean, they call me the Lordside G, you know what I mean? I'm originally from Santa Barbara, California, you know what I mean? And everybody knows growing up in the hood, being Latino and Chicano, you know what I mean? You got to represent a side, you know, an east side and a west side and a north side and a south side. I mean, you know, you got neighborhoods you represent where you grow up from. And when I first moved to Lompoc, you know, I became acquainted with a certain pastor, you know what I mean? His name was Philip Reyes, and he kept asking me to come to church, you know what I mean? And I cussed him out like any hard-head thug would do, you know what I mean? And I just started realizing the Lord had a little call on my life, you know what I'm saying? And just saying, hey, you know what? You can still be cool and serve me. And after I done kicked against them pricks, Keith, you know what I mean? I found myself in church crying out to God saying, I don't want to get left behind, because I see he took away from the low riding, the gang banging, the women, the cars, the alcohol, the drugs, you know what I mean? And then set me into a little road to Damascus, sort of say. Mm-hmm. And I finally did surrender, and I said, okay, Lord, I'm here, I mean, I ain't got that no more. Take my life, I mean? And he said, I'll take it or you're going to lose it, you know what I mean? And when he finally gets you to that desolate place, man, where you have nothing to do but on your knees to look up, that's what he did for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's what he can do for you.
That's what he does do to you. Just like Paul and Saul done changed his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my message. And I had a little brother, and just growing up, street smart and stuff, I then became the Lordside G. You know what I mean? Because instead of saying east side and west side, God's got all hoods under his control.
He's east, west, north, and south.
He's
all,
everywhere.
he's
He's
there, all
omnipotent.
that. So I never understood that, because when I grew up in L.A., it was the east side and the west side. It was Bloods and Pyrus. It was Hoover Groovers, 42nd Street Boys. Then you had the, oh man, it was crazy. And so
It's just neighborhoods. It's just neighborhoods.
But I never understood why did we have to kill each other and fight each other. But I now understood. As a kid, it's kind of hard to understand it. But it was just so much, in our communities. And so you got a lot of young males and stuff, and everybody at that time is maturing and they want to be, tough. Nobody wants to seem like they, are going to be disrespected. I think respect is one of the things in our communities that's really, really tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing for a young person to want to be respected, and he's not respected, so then he's trying to prove himself, Do you find out that the first clip that we seen was Lordside Gangster? Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you come up with that particular, song? What motivated you to come up with that particular title and that song? Does it have any origin to it? So what's the core of it?
Well, I think it's like, we come from oldies, you know what I'm saying? Some people come from Motown, some people come from, just gangster oldies. I think that's like one of the most gangster oldie that you can use, you know what I'm saying? So, it's called From Elon, Rock and Roll Gangster, and I flipped it and actually had Elon, the actual singer for his own song, flip it for me to say Lordside Gangster. So it's a blessing for me to know that someone was an artist already with a major oldie, which is, I think, the most gangster oldie you can touch, is Rock and Roll Gangster, and then combine it and then had him flip it for my song, which is Lordside Gangster, to reach the G's in the streets,
Now the G's would mean other gangsters?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why is there a reason why you guys are called gangsters, or you call yourself gangsters, or you make the reference as a gangster? Because, see, when I hear that word, it kind of trips me out, because, I think of when I grew up in L.A., the gangsters on the Hoover Groovers, the H-Deuce Boys, the 52nd, or I don't know all the names, but them was some serious gangsters. I knew some gang bangers in my neighborhood. They wasn't gangsters, because them guys that I'm talking about, they were gangsters. So, do you think there's a mixed message there for young kids to get a hold of, or can it be clarified a little bit? So,
nah, because every hood has G's, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lifestyle. You can't get rid of it. It ain't never going to go away, you know what I'm saying? You got younger generations pulling moves all the time throughout every city. But see, my goal is, if you can, instead of incarcerate them, give them hope for the hood, hope for the barrio, and change a heart, then they ain't gonna get locked up. They ain't gonna die. They ain't gonna be in prison. You know what I'm saying? And even the hardest G that's sitting in the penitentiary right now doing 25 to life, they're on their cot right now at every night at midnight, no matter how tough the exterior looks, they praying, Lord, get me through another day. And that's all we're doing. But if you can change somebody's heart, man, I don't care if it's a 12-year-old, because, the younger generations, they're the ones that ain't scared to pull a move, you know what I mean? A holle, which we call them. You know what I'm saying? For the neighborhood, for whatever clique they're from, you know what I mean? It's just like, change their heart, give them hope, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that and the only one that could do that, I believe, man, is the Lord, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get them a job, it'll last so long. These people come from broken homes, man. I like to explain it like this. If somebody mess with your family or your brother or your cousin or your homies, it's no longer a gang thing. It's a respect thing. You hurt one of mine, I got to hurt one of yours. And people don't understand that part. They say, man, these little gangbangers are just... When somebody does something within the neighborhood, whether it's your hood, your homie, your friend, you got to retaliate somehow. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. But I try to say that because, people have to understand gang banging. They don't just say, man, these gang bangers. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a stereotype. It's just kind of like if you walked into the bank dressed like you are, no one would ever think you are a spiritual person.
Right.
They never would even consider you a spiritual person.
Right.
Because of what's been displayed over a period of years, decades.
Right.
Like I was telling people about the things that are happening in this world today. They just didn't start today. Racism just didn't start today.
Right.
Profiling just did not start today.
Right.
It's just happened to it is as exposed in an arena that we have technology that could reach the world. Years ago, I could be at home. All I had was a telephone. Nowadays, you could be at home with the touch of a button. You can talk to thousands of people all over the world. That's power.
Yes.
That gives you resources. That gives you avenues. And a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah,
And that's what that and a life. So that's what happens in a lot of our communities. So I was just wondering if we could, if your music is about Jesus Christ, how can we entice more young people to come in and embrace that particular those lyrics that you're trying to get out to them?
Well, that's what I'm saying right there. Lordside, it's a new movida. There's a new breed of G. You know what I'm saying? You can claim something that's worth claiming, something that's going to give back, something that's got your back. You know what I'm saying? The Lord always got your back. Your homies don't. When stuff hits the fan, man, and it's down, they're running. You know what I'm saying? Actuality. You know what I'm saying? And that's my message. You know what? You can always call on the Lord and be on the Lord's side, man. And I think kids that watch my music, that know what I'm saying, people from the hood, they're saying, hey, man, that's cool, man. I think I can do that, too. And it really does change hearts and change lives, man.
And Bobby, we found out Lordside G. We found out we know a lot of the same people.
We do.
Because you grew up on the west side of Santa Barbara?
I grew up on the Mesa, but
On the
man,
Mesa.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the Cumbre Junior High, you know what I'm saying? That's on the west side. I went to Santa Barbara High, which is on the east side. So you got all Santa Barbara, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all one big, it's smaller than people think, man. You know what I'm saying?
I have to tell you a story. I have to tell you a story, and we'll get to this second clip in a minute. But I have to tell you the story. When I first went to Santa Barbara, I was 18 years old, and I had a 1965 Malibu, a lowrider. Show pipes, tuck and roll, and I'm sure, you know, you see, I see the rides in yours now. I ain't had no lifts or nothing, but it used to be a car club called the Brown Sensation.
That's my cousin's car club.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, this is the truth. So when I first come to Santa Barbara, I got this low rider, and so, you know, coming from my hood, I don't fear nothing. I mean, I figure if I come from where I come from in L.A., I can
You ain't
go
gotta
anywhere.
trip off nothing, right.
But it was a trip. When I got to Santa Barbara, people were telling me, don't go on the east side.
Right,
So
right.
I was like, you know, this first thing, that don't go to the east side. I was like, why not? What's wrong with the east side? So
Yeah.
coming from where I come from, 18, I'm intrigued. I want to go check it out. It can't be that bad. It ain't like 57th and Broadway. I know it ain't that tough.
You're right.
So when I get on Milpas, it used to be a Safeway, and they had this little wall, and all the homies,
I know it well.
all these Latino brothers, and one brother, Keith Murphy, Kevin, one Murphy, he had a Malibu like it's Mr. Murphy. His last name is Murphy. But he was over there, and the Brown Sensation, they had the little emblems, you know, and it was just a trip. But
those were the times. That's where my heart's at. That's how come I know what I know, because of what you're talking about right now. Brown Sensations, Nightlife Car Club, the East Side Camipas, gang members, you know what I'm saying? East Side locals, West Side locals, us, we started Mesa, you know what I'm saying? It's just hoods, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, but what I'm saying is, I met some of the coolest brothers that had some cool cars, but the stereotype that the people in Santa Barbara was projecting, that they put fear in your heart about it. And these are just young people like me, but I mean,
with rides.
It just had rides, but because you have a low rider, you're supposed to be a gangbanger.
Yeah.
You got to be a drug dealer. Those are not the cases.
No.
That's not always the case, but the stereotypes are there. That's what I'm saying. We have to break those stereotypes. So I hope you have some lyrics coming down the pipe that could address some of those issues about the dangers of stereotyping me.
Yeah.
Don't look at what I dress, or don't look at what I look like. Look at what comes out of my mouth. Look at the way I carry myself. You know.
Heart.
But but I'm doing this for a reason. I'm sure you're showing other young men you can still dress, but have a mission. Have some direction about what you really want to do. So that way, when people come to you and you know how to talk to them, they are really, really educated then. Because now they can't put you make it better for the next young G.
Right.
See, you set a standard, you lead by example, and you can make it better for the next G's.
Right.
That's what I like about that. So I know, like I always tell you, some people roll with Jay-Z, I like it when you say you roll with JC. See, you can't lose. Now, I see you doing the now how you do the Lord G?
This Lordside.
That's Lordside.
You know.
And that's the G side. Now, when people see you do that where I come from, they would consider that a gang affiliation.
Automatic. Yeah.
Automatic. Why is that, Bobby?
I don't know, man. It's just certain neighborhoods they fly their colors, you know. They fly their hood, you know. They fly whatever side they're from. They're flying it, you know what I mean? And they have just ways of breaking it down so that they know, you know what I mean, on signs. It's almost like a gang sign language, man. You know what I mean? So that they know, you know. You go down to, you know, LA and they'll have, you know, F's, you know what I mean? Just
I know,
whatever they have. You know what I'm saying?
Who you from? What set you from?
Yeah.
You know. But Bobby, Mr. Lordside G, I hope today, by you being here, will help our community seeing that brother and a Latino brother can get together and conversate.
Right.
How they say? What's the new word? Conversate. Conversate. Is a little short thing, but have a nice conversation about the Lord, uplifting Him. We both have a direction. We both are passionate about our spirituality, and I hope that comes out of this show today. That not only do you get some good music, a good artist, but you're also getting a message and about Jesus Christ, and that's what's more important.
What it's about.
That's what it's really, really about. Hey, we're gonna
he breaks all boundaries, man.
Yeah,
you know?
We're gonna talk about like the differences between the Latinos and blacks and how we can make that be more of a positive issue to where we can bring more unity and understanding. Is about just if we can have that understanding and respect, because I think that's really important because we have a lot of the same ancestors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how I want to be dealing with my family. I don't want to be squabbling with my family. If we're related to each other, we are related. Yeah. Whether we got the same, we are related. So I don't want to squabble with my family. I love my family. I want to uplift them. So I hope your music can reflect that. So I'm gonna try to come up with you some. I'm gonna take you to my. You talking about old school. I'm gonna bring you to my garage and show you about my 25,000 albums and let you go through some real old stuff. So we'll go to that clip whenever you get a chance, and we'll come back with Mr. Lordside G with a little bit more. Enjoy these next two videos.
She's my one in a million girl. She's my Lordsider girl.
So precious, such a rare treasure. And she's down for this Jesus. She's my one in a million girl. She's my Lordsider girl. You live, baby doll, you're my Lordsider girl. The downest little feet me jainita in the world. She's so fine, one of a kind, and down for this G. Hey, heaven's missing an angel the day he brought her to me. A rare treasure, who can measure her beauty's divine. Y Dios told me to search me, cause those who seek they shall find. Orale, can I confess a feeling I'm on a natural high? She's my Lordside girl, and it's blowing my mind. Just me and you. Let's sing it, ready. Orale, baby doll, let's get away from it all. With the Lord on our side, we can make it through standing tall. And she's blowing my mind. So sweet and so fine. Inside in mind, she rocks my world. She's my type of Jainita that was made just for me. And if I lost her, Ray, I would be losing a good thing. Cause I was meant for her and she was meant for me. And always and forever together we'll be.
ole, raza. This is Pete Vasquez from Blood In, Blood Out. I got some familiar palabras for you. Por 500 años hemos sufrido la opresión de nuestra gente. Pero aquí, entre nosotros, vamos a parar ese desmadre. Porque esta tierra es de nosotros. Sangre por sangre. Blood in, blood out.
Hey, homie. I've been thinking about leaving my evil ways behind. You know, getting away from this gang life.
What? Charlie said even her? I'm in it for life.
I'm just saying, man, I'm tired of watching my back. Just want to settle down, have a couple kids, you know, do right.
Simon with a white picket fence, que no?
Hey, homie, you believe in God?
Simon, homie. Why?
I'm really thinking this through, and I want to give my life to Cristo.
Orale, you be coming to Jesus freak on me? Shaved head and robe, playing the bongos and tambourine, walking down the street or what, Holmes? I can just see it now. Local.
¿Sabes qué, loco? You ain't that hard. What's up, homie? You ain't that crazy. Until you can do what he did on the cross. You say you're caught up, huh? Too deep. There's only one thing that can get you out. Escucha. Let me shoot a kite to you vatos in the pen. It's time to get right, Holmes. It's time to get born again. And to you homies in the hood posted up, I'm gonna hit you up and say before you hit me up. Christ changed my life before time in the pen. And I'ma keep it real, let the story begin. Back in the days, never afraid to say, let's get them up. Banging for the value and sit throwing it up. I was a real rider and sit ready to ride. Down for the kick, I representing my side. The big bad value is about blood in and blood out. But the devil's right behind you, ready to take you out. It's time to look up and sit for your redemption draweth nigh. Y loco for Cristo until the day that I die. And you ain't hard till you did what he did on the cross. He did it for you, he did it for me, so we wouldn't be lost. Blood in, blood out. It takes the blood. Blood in, blood out. To get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes your blood to get you in, it'll take his blood to get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes the blood. Blood in, blood out. To get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes your blood to get you in, it'll take his blood to get you out. I'm a loped out vato, I sit down for the Lord. You better not get it twisted, cause I'm still hardcore. Puro Lordside bangs, I'm on a different estilo. And they like to trip when I be banging for Cristo. They say I heard this vato rap, eh? They say he's pretty bad, eh? Heard he was Chicano and he raps for the Lord, eh? Sabes que, homie, I don't mean no disrespect. Little homies in La Pinta, down but got checked. Vatos put in the work and took a pencil to his neck. I guess that's what you get when you be dying for respect. And I don't mean to step on toes or shove it down nobody's throat, but it's time to get school homes and it ain't no joke. God sent me to pass the wire to you vatos on lock. Have love for your raza, let the madness stop. There's only one thing that can get you out, and that's the blood of Jesucristo, or straight get taken out. Blood in, blood out. It takes the blood. Blood in, blood out. To get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes your blood to get you in, it'll take his blood to get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes the blood. Blood in, blood out. To get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes your blood to get you in, it'll take his blood to get you out. Stepping on snakes, it said chick in the face. It said saying what I have to say, whatever it takes. It said for God so loved the world that he gave his only son. But he who lives by the sword, it said must die by one. So while you're living la vida loca, I'll be standing on la roca. No more slanging la droga, homie, and running from la chota. Tomorrow promises no man, you better recognize. Fooled by the angel of death in disguise. La palabras my cuete, homes, and I still got heart. Walking in the light and staying far from the dark. And if you don't believe me, Tucha, he can pull your card. I'll be ducking and dodging from Satan's fiery darts. Take cuidado with the greatness, getting careful myself. The truth is the truth, homeboy, it speaks for itself. Getting caught up in the madness can get you taken out. It takes your blood to get you in, it'll take his blood to get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes the blood. Blood in, blood out. To get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes your blood to get you in, it'll take his blood to get you out. Blood in, blood out. It takes the blood. Blood in, blood out. To get you out. Blood in, blood out.
It takes your blood to get you in, or take his blood to get you out.
All right, we're back. Hey, I tell you, I hope you enjoyed those 2 clips there. That was from the Lordside G. That's his main video. The first one was a Lordside Girl. Tell us about that video. Let's talk about that clip. Tell us a little bit about the Lordside Girl. What that video? What's the concept of that?
It's mostly like about love, and I didn't forget the hyenas, but I'm also saying, when things can happen when you do it right and you got someone down by your side. Everything I say, you just do it right. You get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to go through all this abuse and stuff like that. And then I'm saying for the hyenas too, you could still be hard and be on the Lord's side. So I came up with Lordsider Girl, which is featuring Brenton Wood himself, and I took the song Me and You, and he actually then sang his own song for me called Lordsider Girl. So for you hyenas listening, you know what I mean? Lordside's for you too.
And what's a hyena?
Just a ruka girl, you know what I mean?
I know
Female.
what a ruka is, but is a ruka and a hyena all in them? Now, because
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
for
in
those
that
people
category.
out there, for people out there in our audience, they might not know what a hyena is. So, as I say in the hood, can you break it down? Break it down.
Break
to
it
them.
down
Tell us what
for
a real,
brother.
because I don't want people to misconstrue to thinking that you guys disrespect women.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I want to make sure we clarify that. So when you say hyena, say that's an affectionate word that we use. So
For our lady, for your girlfriend, for the girls, for the females, you know what I mean? Lordsider Girl. That's the name of the track, you know what I'm saying? So it's for the women too. It's mostly, you know what I'm saying, for the gang member girls, you know what I'm saying? That they could be on the Lord's side and present something, like, hey man, you down, you got your back. You got the Lord's back too, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't got to go out and do moves for the wrong reason and for their men, for their gangbangers. Say, hey, no, I'm representing, I'm on the Lord's side too.
So you're not only trying to get your message out to the young,
to the homeboys,
you're trying to get to the ladies too, yeah. Because I over on the west side of Santa Barbara is a very predominant Latino community, and I've seen it change over the years. And but what I have seen is the increase of young girls having babies.
Yeah.
Over on I can only talk about the west side because that's where I see. But I tell you, I hope you can come up with some songs to help young men understand that I know being young, I've been young, I know what it's like being 19. I did all the same things they doing, but now that I'm older, and it's more dangerous out there and it's a different time, hopefully they can make better choices. You can still be just as cool. You don't have to have 6 or 7 babies to make you think that you cool, but it seems like it's a contest now. I think the word is I got me a little shorty. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, okay, that might be cool. So I hope that your message in your music can try to tell some of the young guys to protection. Hopefully abstinence. Mm-hmm. Staying away is not about interacting, it's about building relationships and respect for each other, and respect because you can have a good time still without, going across the line, so to speak, because we should try to wait. I didn't know that then, but I know it now, you know what I'm saying? Your next cut was a really interesting title, Blood In, Blood Out, right?
Yeah.
All right, give me some ballistics on that.
Well, that's like a #1 statement, like in, gang terminology as far as even in prison, you know what I'm saying? You join a gang, and you're like you were talking about racism, you know what I'm saying? It's like it goes down to that from the norteños and the sureños. They actually have to segregate them inside the prison so they don't kill each other.
That's a trip. That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Deep.
That's real talk, you know what I'm saying? But that's their protection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is protecting them from getting slaughtered. You get one seagull with a bunch of birds, you know what I'm saying, they might get attacked. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some guidelines. So blood in, blood out is like a #1 terminology when it comes to prison and gang life, because when you join the Mexican mafia or whoever, their little clique was in there, you know what I'm saying, to protect yourself racially, you know what I'm saying, it's like blood in, blood out. Well, see, you've got every race that's in there, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. But what I'm saying is like the blood of Jesus covers every race.
Yeah, every race.
You know what I'm saying? And it's blood in, blood out, because it took your blood, whether it be
putting in work, whether it be getting hurt, whether it be getting shanked, whether shanking somebody, whatever you had, dirt you had to do, drugs, you got yourself into that mess. So I'm saying the blood of Jesus Christ can get you out. And that's the real message of Blood In, Blood Out. It's not about blood in, blood out because I'm down for mines, I'm down for the hood, I'm down for, when I have to get protected inside there, anything like that. I'm saying, the blood of Jesus gets you out.
Hey, Lordside G, was there any other groups, like I mentioned earlier, like, I know I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure you're a little younger than me, but was there any rappers or people in the industry that you gravitated to more than others, like say like Ice-T or I mentioned the group NWA. Do you know anything about them?
That's what I grew up with, man. That's that is my culture. That is my era, you know what I'm saying? I mean, besides the oldies when I was growing up, the old school, I used to hate rap. So, you can applaud yourself because I know there's a lot of people listening right now that say, yeah, Lordside, we don't like rap either. Because I was speaking to some of my peers last night and they said, oh, that rap stuff. I said, I was with you just like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's actually a melody and a harmony besides beat, and I'm speaking things that are real, and it finally took effect when I started listening to LL, especially Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? Eazy-E.
Eazy-E was my boy. A lot of people didn't like Eazy-E, but I'm gonna tell you, Eazy-E, boy, he gave a whole bunch of people. He had a vision. Right. And see, man, and it just goes to show, man, it just goes to show, man, a mind is a terrible thing in ways. Eazy-E come from the hood and in my area in Compton, and so. I mean, he was just trying to do something. It just amazed me that he didn't have the right mechanisms around him to really, so he can cultivate what he really had tapped into. That was a big thing. I know that they couldn't keep that group together long because they were too powerful together. So you had to start dissension and split them up, and that's the only thing I didn't like, that they didn't have older pioneers to be able to keep that force together, to let them know that it ain't, you're more powerful together than you are separated. But NWA was really, really powerful. What about Sugar Hill Gang?
I grew up with Sugar Hill Gang especially too. Zapp and Roger, I got them on my music, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just all that, You got Earth, Wind and Fire, you know what I'm saying? Just all the oldie classics, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we take that stuff, and make it, into a rap form for the kids in the streets, and I actually give it some. See, Eazy-E, there was no substance behind him. He's dead and gone now, man. God bless his soul. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? But what did you really give back besides all the negative? It still got him to the White House. You know what I'm saying? But what's it gonna give back? For me. You know what I'm saying? Give back life, give back hope. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, buddy.
Not even about money, you know what I'm saying? We all need it to survive, but man, I'm just trying to bring it to a higher level, bro.
I hear you. So do you have any new songs on the horizon coming out? Are you working on any new cuts?
Yeah, I got one right now called God Bless the Vario. You know what I'm saying? I got Gangsta, Gangsta, Jesus Loves You. You know what I'm saying? You can find all this stuff on YouTube, man, if you just type in Lordside G YouTube. I got 300,000 hits on like one video alone. And I'm just like you, man. I just step back and let the Lord do it, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And
so you do have a website. You have a website, or is it under construction right now?
No, I mean, I got a Facebook, you know what I mean? You're my homeboy on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? But,
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Just you can go to like videos on YouTube and just peep it out. You know what I'm saying?
And they would just look under the Lordside G.
Just Lordside G, man.
That's
got
cool.
about 15,000 videos.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 5 pages, man. You just type that in and Google it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I tell you, Bobby, we see an hour goes really, really quick.
Yes, sir.
We down to about the last 8 minutes. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing.
Thank you.
And hopefully I can get you to come back again, because I like to have you live in the studio.
I do that too.
Hooking it up.
I'll bust a rap.
Maybe you could bring some of your highness with you and dances, and we can do it.
We can do that.
Then I think I'll be a little bit more prepared with some of my old albums and stuff, and just show you, because I really like the album
old
covers.
School. Yeah.
I really would like to see somebody how they say, restore the old album covers, like maybe not take their same picture, but some of their ideas and incorporate it, because there were some really unique artists on the album covers. I like that. I wanted to tell you on Kicking It with Keith, we'll be coming up to show number 48. And my next guest should be Mama Vega from Palmdale, California. She's hopefully going to come on and help us and enlighten us on about better eating habits, ingredients that we put in our food, ingredients that are put that is put in our food to help us have a list to be able to come up with a better plan of making better choices of the choice of foods that we purchase. Staying away from things that are maybe not so healthy for you. Maybe not asking anyone to go on a diet or anything, but try to start changing your lifestyle so we can cut out the diabetes, the obesity in the kids, the high blood pressure, the stress of just us living every day as human beings. It's tough enough, but when you compound all these other things, overweight, out of shape, your health is really, really important. That's your wealth. Lordside G can't talk about the Lord if he's broke down, but if the Lord got him healthy, he got to be out there singing for the Lord. So he understands that health thing, and he's an athlete. He's an educator in the field. He knows about how to take care of yourself. So, but it all starts with Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ is taking care of you, the rest is really, really up to you. So finding Him is really, really the key. That takes care of everything. Wanted to ask you, when you're gonna write a song or come up with if you're gonna come up with a song, do you have a little quiet time or a little space, or you just might see something and get an idea and work with it, or where does your inspiration come from? That little. It
comes from him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does, man. I'll be cruising and I'll just get a melody, like Michael Jackson would say. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it's like a melody will come to reach the G's, and put him first.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the melody comes, I take it to my producer lays it down, we just start working on it, man. And it's like a big puzzle. I'll take the beat home from Santa Maria and cruise in my car and then just start getting the words. They start coming to me, flowing.
I'm gonna try to go in my and download some stuff and give you a CD every now and then of just some cuts that I know, the one-hit wonders that you probably don't know about, and take them on. If you can find them beats and make us some money, hey, it's cool, brother. It's all good. We know.
Right.
But I tell you, I was always fascinated with how people
creativity,
the creativity side of it. That's what I like for people to get out of rap music. Music, period. The creativity, because it's all good and beautiful. And so I like when people use Stevie Wonder stuff, and I like that creativity. And like you were saying, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the dramatics. You like the old school dramatics.
Man, Smokey Robinson, I used for the next video.
Yeah.
For the next video, we got Smokey Robinson, Ooh Baby Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Baby. Okay, that's cool. Well, I wanted to wrap this up here, and we'll have. Are you gonna be? Are you coming? You gonna be playing anywhere soon, or coming up?
Hopefully, I just want to give a quick shout out and a thank you, because Lompok's finally embracing me. I've been here for like 15, 20 years, man, and never had a chance to do the Flower Festival. You know what I'm saying? So we have a new office manager. Her name is Cecilia Walker, and she said, "I'm promising you're gonna get a chance." So I hope Lompok, you embrace me. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden we can get down. So thank you to Flower Festival. This year finally happened. 2012, thanks to Cecilia, because she's new.
Well, we'll give Cecilia a shout out here at Kickin' It with Keith.
Flower Festival.
Yeah, thank
you. I appreciate it.
Also, I wanted to tell you, never be misled. Always keep yourself fed with a little daily bread. I guarantee you won't lose with the stuff he used. That's my little thing right there. But
I like that.
I'm a poet.
You're a rapper. You're a rapper, man.
I've been doing this for a long time, Bob, but I don't like to show my skills because,
that's old school.
I'm a little bit rusty, but if I got back in the studio, I think I could bring up some old little, rhymes and reasons and to do my thing. Cause I'm an ad-libber. I just take it off the cuff. I don't have nothing rehearsed. I can't. It just has to come from the heart and the spirit of the Lord. So I hope this will be a long-standing relationship for our cultures. I hope young brothers out there and young Latino brothers and
just love each other, man. Can we all get along?
Each other. Yeah. I remember we played basketball against each other and football and stuff.
Yeah,
we had a squabble like that. Well, I could outrun you. It wasn't about hurting yourself, because I guarantee you, we all have some creativity. Just think for one instant, if we just took a day and said, hey, we're going to take the best of each of us got and put it together and see what kind of puzzle we come up with. Because I guarantee you that, hey, there's more power in numbers and we can have more fun if we can just break those barriers and those stereotypes and don't let the system pit us against each other. We have to break these stereotypes by the example that we want to lead. So when we want people to respect us, we have to show respect out there.
That's
so you
right.
never know who's watching you.
That's right.
I never know who's watching this show, but I hope this show goes to the community and hit to the core of young people and always try to give them a hero, a vocabulary word. You go to school, stay in school. If you don't do nothing else to stay in school, wouldn't you agree that that's the key right there? You got to
That's
stay
right.
focused, man.
Yeah.
And
positive.
And so, hey, we got about 2 more minutes to go. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, say hi to out there?
Just my family, you know what I'm saying, to nightlife, you know, to all my peoples down in Santa Barbara, to all the people that love what I'm doing and love my music, you know what I'm saying? And for those that don't, I know you don't understand, but hopefully you will understand, you know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you, Keith, for having me on your show, man.
It's all
you know
good, man. We tight. We brothers, man. We know a lot of same people,
man.
Tony Becerra. And,
yeah, I grew up with Tony.
Yeah, I grew up with Tony.
We did karate together.
Yeah, he has a karate studio in Santa Barbara where I teach dance classes every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. For all you people out there who are thinking about starting something that better your health, we teach the classes in Lompoc on Monday and Wednesday nights at the Anderson Rec Center through the Parks and Recreation, and we're at the Kickin Karate Studio in Santa Barbara.
That's where I went.
Yeah, and then we're having a 3-hour workshop, dance exercise workshop in Torrance, California at Hype Studio, and if you can get to that, that's going to be really, really good. So if you we'll probably be shown afterwards, but we got some more workshops coming up, and those are going to be really good and exciting. You can always hit my website, www.keithwaynemarshall.com, and you can look me on Facebook, Keith Wayne Marshall, and you can also look me up on my Munch Trainer at yahoo.com. And if you get an opportunity, send me an email, and we'll do it all that. So, hey, Mr. Lordside Gangster, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Hey, I want all you beautiful people out there to get on the YouTube and check out some of his stuff. And if you need to get a hold of him and you missed him, you can always email me, and we'll get back to him. I want to thank the Lord, my Savior, Jesus Christ, for making this all possible. God bless us both, Bobby.
Thank you,
Mr. Lordside G.
I
You know what I
appreciate it.
mean?
One love, gente.
One love. God bless you. Have a good
bless
day.
you.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Peace out.